What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be doing another tier list in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. So lads, this is going to be a tier list of the best power forwards. This is going to be the final power forward tier list. We are going to be doing this here. So if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. Trying to hit 275,000 subscribers by NBA 2K22. Are we going to hit it? Probably not, but you just never know. So anyway. Now let's get on to the list. First up is Aleksej Pokusevski. I like Poku. I'm not sure which tier I want to put him in, but I really like Poku. I don't know what it is about Pokusevski. I just think he's really good. So I am a big fan. At the same time though, I think probably C tier is the best place to put him. If you wanted to put him in B tier, that's fine. If you want to put him in D tier if you're on current gen, that's fine as well. I think C tier is fine. Andrei Kirilenko. I still rate this AK. Like, he's got 98. Yeah, it's only on quick and not very quick, but still, quick is fine. That is completely fine. Again, great defender. He can't curry, but at the end of the day, is that the biggest deal in the world? Probably not. It helps. Being able to curry definitely helps, but it's not the be-all and end-all for a player. So, yeah, he's going to go B tier. AK, or sorry, not AK, Jameson, A tier. Jameson's really good. Like, he's basically like Luka Doncic, except instead of being a point guard, he's a power forward. They're basically the same card. Base, X and base, really good handle, really good release. Again, there's a reason why I used to call his other card Chicken Man Jameson. Like, his movement is elite, his shooting's elite. He's a little bit undersized, a 6'8" for a power forward, and that's really it. That is really it. Other than that, he's a pretty much perfect card. So then we got AD. I'm gonna actually move guys down tiers. I'm gonna go like this for my tiers. I'm not sure if I'm gonna move this AD up. Yeah, they're basically the same card. I'm gonna move him down one. AD's really nice. Toby Walker, he's gonna go B tier. He's super underrated. If you like Set Shot 14, you're gonna really like Antoine Walker. But Anthony Davis is he's one of those just really underrated players in this game. Like, his jumper is fantastic. His movement is great. He's got a wide player build, which helps on current gen. He curries on both gens. Problem again is he kind of steps in from the corners, and he's a little bit undersized by the power forward. But I mean, for a free card, you can't complain. You cannot complain about a free card that is as good as this guy was. Especially considering he was like a free card that, in order to get him, you literally just logged in. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Antoine Walker. Okay, I'm trying to think. Who do we put in the lower tiers? Did I really jump the gun with Pokusevski in C tier? I mean, are there any actual worthless cards on this list? I think he goes... I'm just going to go F tier, because he's not horrific. I mean, Poku's going to go D tier, so is AK, to be honest. And then we're going to put E tier as... I mean, Rodman's F tier. Rodman's pretty bad. Actually, Rodman's alright. His release is okay. I like him, but he's not spectacular. That's the best way to say it. He's not spectacular. Okay, who else belongs in these lower tiers? You are terrible. Larry Johnson is terrible. I hate him. I hate his carding game so much. Like, it's It's not even funny how much I hate Larry Johnson in this game. Okay, is there anyone else that belongs in the really low tier? I mean, this Zion probably. He's not as good as AK or Alexi. This Zion is going to go into D tier. Man, I really should have put some bad players on this list. There really is no horrendous ones. I think that might be it for F tier. We'll see, we'll see. Blake Griffin. C tier. Blake Griffin, A tier. At point, this point guard Blake Griffin's so good. Like, he is surprisingly really, really good. That's all I'm going to say. He is surprisingly really good. Like, he's a shooter. He's can handle the ball. The real difference between the Blakes is that well, the real difference between Blakes that one can play point guard, one is just that little bit better. Like, the point guard one, the Invincible Blake is that little bit better. Other Blake is super underrated. Other Blake is super underrated, but he's going to go C tier. And I'm actually going to bring him to B and bring Paul Walker down 1. But I mean, Blake on current gen is one of the best cards in the game. He's one of the best point guards. His release is so good. Like, it is absolutely incredible. He's a shooter. His handle's good. Wide player build. I'm telling you, he's brilliant. Pat is just another Antoine Walker. They're very similar cards, except I'm pretty sure Walker's a little bit better on current gen. Other than that, though, they are very, very similar cards. I think I might move one of these ADs down. No, I'll keep AD there. I don't like AD as much as most people like AD. Again, like, for me, obviously, I'm going to say this right now. Obviously, the Dark Matter ADs, other than the fan favorites one, are better than the other Anthony Davis. They are better than the Opal AD. But for me, in-game, they all feel the exact same. Like, will you notice a difference? There's little things that Dark Matter ADs will do, but you're not going to notice that much of a difference. Bull, our first S tier player. No brainer in S tier. Bull is absolutely quality. He is one of the best players in the game, period. There is no question about that. Like, Bull has no weakness. He has no weakness in game. He's 7'2". He's got a skinny player build. He moves unbelievably well. He can play small forward. Like, he is the best small forward in the game. Or best guy to run a small forward. And he probably will be. Well, not he probably will be. He will be for the rest of the year. And he's one of the best small forwards we've ever had in this game. Like, since position locks have come in. Actually, you can't even say his position locks come in, because 2K20 was when we only started getting our God tier cards. It was like, again, LeBron, we had a Invincible or 99 everything signature limited LeBron James. But at the same time, for that LeBron James back then, he only had the terribly slow LeBron James release. They didn't go and give LeBron James excellent release. It's mad. We have an excellent Braun, and he's not even the best at his position in the game. That's just how good Bull is. That is how good Bull is. Boris Diaw. C tier? I mean, he's definitely better than a lot of people give him credit for. Is he the best Boris Diaw in the game? No, we have an absolutely spectacular Boris Diaw that I'm not sure if he's a point guard or power forward. I think he might be a power forward. Did I forget the real Boris Diaw on this list? No, I didn't. This Boris Diaw is going A tier. This Diaw is so good. You know what? At the power forward position, there's not that big of a difference. And I'm saying that, like, as somebody who's, like, you should still, for whatever little difference there is, there's almost no difference in price between the two Diaws, so you might as well just buy the Dark Matter Diaw. But Dark Matter Diaw legitimately has got, with floor general, and, like, he's got Hall of Fame floor general. Sorry, not with Hall of Fame. If somebody else on the team has Hall of Fame floor general and Hall of Fame defensive leader, which 90% of the players have nowadays, he legitimately goes to 99 in almost all of his stats. And he's got like 64 hops. Like, the guy is a hidden invincible. He's one of the best players in the game. And again, 10,000 MT for this guy. So, you're paying basically like 4K over discard for him. Which is not a lot at all. Really is not a lot at all. Scalabrini. Scal kind of reminds me of that Bars DL Pink Diamond card. There's a big gap between B and A as well. There is quite a big gap between B and A. But Scal has got that base 20, which is the same release as Justice Winslow, which I do like. I'm not incredibly high on it, but I do think it's a nice release. And I think that it's at the end of the day, it's Scalabrini. It's always going to be fun using Scalabrini in a 2K game, isn't it? Bosch going A tier. I love this Chris Bosch card. On current gen, he's very similar to the other Dark Matter, and he's actually very similar on current gen to the Opal. But on next gen, where Bosch is Bosch is at his best, he is way better than the other Chris Bosch card. The other Chris Bosch Dark Matter is not even on the same stratosphere as this guy right here. They're not even close to each other. But yeah, he is incredible. He's got base 29, one of the better releases in the game. He's also can curry slide, really good player build, really good on both ends of the floor. And yeah, Chris Bosch is going into A tier. Chris Webber. Now this is a tough one. I think Chris Webber is that like little bit off top tier. I'm okay with all my other tiers. I think Chris Webber is in that A tier. He's so good. It's preference. Like Chris Webber versus AD is preference. Really is. That Chris Webber card is super underrated. Because again, it's just, I don't even know what it is with Chris Webber. Is it his movement? Is it, like his jumper is quality. Kemba base is quality. I don't care what anyone says. Kemba base is one of the best releases in this game. Well, with the correct upper, and Webber has a really good upper. He's one of the best shooters in the game. Can curry. Near perfect stats. He's basically like Bars DL, except can't play point guard. Okay, Danny Ferry. I think this might be a bit controversial. Both Ferries in S tier. I know some people are not as high on Danny Ferry as I am, but we're going both Danny Ferries in S tier. I think he's one of my favorite players in the game. There's a reason why I was running double Ferries. There's a reason that I used to run, before they patched double Ferries, I ran double Ferries. There's a reason for that. And it's because he's the best. He's like Hito Turkoglu, except he's a small forward, power forward. He's like AK, except he's small forward, power forward. He's a little bit, actually no, I'm not going to say he's like K Cunning, because K can curry on current gen. He's unreal. Like, is he the best card in the game anymore? No. Is he up there? Yes. Like, I will have, till the end of time, I will have Danny Ferry in my, like, elite player list in my team. There's no question about that. There is absolutely no question about that I will have Danny Ferry as one of my absolute elites this year. Till the end of the year. Because whether it's April, whatever date it was, April the 13th or something, when the original Danny Ferry came out, or whether it's the end of July when Fan Favorites 2 came out, Danny Ferry's still a beast. And for 20,000 MT, or free if you had him, there's not that much of a difference between the Danny Ferries. I get it, there's 30 extra hops, but trust me, they play the exact same in game. They're both going into S tier. I can't separate them in tiers. Danny Manning, he's not very good. B tier. I'm gonna go C tier. I'm gonna go Dean Wade B tier. I used Danny Manning a few times. He's one of the harder challenges. He was God in 2K20. Like, he was absolutely just unbelievable. A God tier card in 20. One of the best players in the game, no question about it. Because he had what was Aldridge base, and Aldridge base used to be good. Then they ruined what base 11/Aldridge base was. They badly ruined what base 11 was. in my team. Like, it was... Base 11 used to be a thing of beauty, and now it's just awful. Now it is just awful. But I'm gonna still put him down there in C tier. Dean Wade though, chicken man, base 5. He's like Clyde Drexler if he can play power forward. He is the best Wade in my team. He is the best Wade in my team. And this is no, like, obviously last year was a little bit of a troll saying Dean Wade was the best Wade in my team. No, this is, like, Dean Wade legitimately is better than Dwayne Wade this year. Like, Dean Wade is so good. Like, he's super underrated. Because, again, people still think that he's just a DBG meme card. No. Like, this year, that base 5 is such a good release. And I think that it's, he's easily a top... He's a top tier, just wide open 3-point shooter that you can get in my team. Like, he's really good at that one specific thing. Okay, then, after that, we got Dirk Nowitzki. I mean, I don't like Dirk, but I'm going to put him in A tier because he's an invincible and he's got a release that a lot of people like. I'm not a fan, though. I hate that release. I hate it so much. That's a pity because I would like to like Dirk. I just don't. I really would like to like Dirk. So we got Dre. I mean, Dre's 6'7". He's a little bit undersized. He's going to go C tier. Elvin Hayes is going to go D tier. Hayes, I mean, he kind of does everything except shoot the ball really well. Doesn't come with range. And, like, thankfully he was a huge upgrade on the Trae Young we got week 1 of Season 8. Thankfully, he was a huge upgrade on that card. But, yeah, he's not the greatest player in the world. And then Draymond, he's 6'7", which is a bit of a problem. I can't lie. Being that high at power forward is a bit of a problem. I know he can play point guard. His release is not it for a guard, though. Like, I've really struggled with that release, even with, what's his name? Who has it? Anthony Simons. But Draymond, I mean, he's all right. You know what? I'll give Draymond B tier. I'll give him a benefit out. Eric Pascal's okay. He's gonna go D tier. I'm gonna move both of these guys up one. Yeah, I'm gonna move both of these guys up one because they belong in this tier as well. But Eric Pascal's definitely D tier. Giannis Antetokounmpo, get into S tier. Get into S tier. Giannis is quality. Giannis is quality. One of the best players in the game, this invincible Giannis. And does he make my best possible lineup? Maybe, maybe not. And that's the case with a lot of people. Does not change the fact that he's still a top... Even his biggest critic will still say he's a top 15 card in the game. And because, again... Like, every card is God tier at this stage in my team. Which means that there's definitely arguments to be made. Like, if you want to argue he's not top 50 or he's not top 10, that's fine. But you definitely can't argue he's not top 15. Okay, then we've got Horace Grant. What about Horace Grant in the C tier? He's got Lopez base, which I don't mind. I don't know, something about him. Like, I was looking at his stats and everything. He should just be Bob McAdoo with a slightly worse release, but he's a little bit worse. I don't know what it is about him. I was not that high on him when I got him. I got the Ascension Award. I didn't get the Ascension Award at all year on my nobody spent account. And I got the Ascension Award in the last 2 seasons. I got Horace Grant and I got Dennis Rodman. Tatum. This Tatum's actually, I'm going to put him B tier because he's good on current gen. This Tatum's not good on next gen. Slasher dribble style is one of the biggest, like, the biggest things that makes a card bad in this game. Like, again, give him fundamental, give him base dribble style. The slasher dribble style is one of the worst things you can give to a card on next gen. Like, if you want to make a card bad, just give him slasher dribble style. I think guys with slasher dribble style cannot move. I don't know what it is about them. They legit cannot move. So, yeah, he's going into a B tier. We got Jeff Green. I think Jeff Green's in that C tier range. He's not bad. He's not bad at all. Jerry Lucas, chest pass upper. I can't get past that chest pass upper. He's going D tier. He's not going to F tier. But that chest pass upper is bad. Like, that is a really bad chest pass upper. So, then we have got John Collins. John Collins is going into B tier. Collins can shoot. Collins can dribble. He's a little bit undersized, 6'9", but he does have Kobe Bryant base, which again is brilliant. Like, Kobe base is one of the best releases in the one of the best bases in the game. And he's a pretty decent upper as well. Very similar upper to like Jared Jeffries and Wes Unseld. I'm pretty sure it is the same release as Wes Unseld. But yeah, he's really good. Jonathan Isaac. I'm going to go A, B, but I'd be tempted to put them both in A tier. I would be very, very tempted to put both of them into A tier because they're both brilliant. Jonathan Isaac has got the length. He's a shooter. He's got the movement. Like, everything about Jonathan Isaac is brilliant. So, he is going to be in this tier right here. Okay, so then we have got Jonathan Kaminga. So, Jonathan Kaminga is going to go into... I don't mind Kaminga. I really don't mind Jonathan Kaminga. Like, again, he's not the greatest player in the world. He's also not bad. So, like, I'm cool with that. So, yeah, he's going to go into B tier. He's going to go B tier, but again, I will say it, I don't mind him. I do not mind him at all. Okay, so next we've got Juan Howard. Juan Howard with that Ray Allen base. He's like a worse Jameson. He is like a worse Antoine Jameson. And he's... Oh, I don't know if I want to put him in A or B tier. He's only got like an 80-something 3 or 89 3 bot or something. But again, that gets bumped up. Yeah, Juan Howard, absolute chicken man, A tier. Malone, B. He's not the 13th man in B tier, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he is not the 13th man in B tier, so he's not quite in there. But yeah, then but he's good enough. Like, his movement is good, his 3-point shooting is good. There's nothing bad about this card. There's nothing bad at all about Karl Malone in game anyway. There is one quite bad thing about Karl Malone outside of game, but in game there is nothing really bad about Karl Malone. Kevin Garnett, C tier. I'm gonna go B tier, C tier. Again, this KG card, he's not bad. He's far from perfect. Like, he can shoot, he moves. He is next gen. He moves well next gen. But if you're asking me like KG or Poku, I'd probably take Poku. Kuz. I'm gonna go C and B for Kuzma. I really like Kyle Kuzma in this game. That base 80 I think is brilliant. I think he's a fantastic player. Lamelo, D tier. Definitely D tier for Lamelo. I mean, he can still cook people in TTO. Maybe E tier. Yeah, E tier. I'll move you guys down. I'm gonna move you down. I don't like you. I move you as much. I like Boris D. I'm not moving him down. Screw it. I've used Pettit and didn't like Pettit, so I'm gonna move Pettit down. Then we got Larry's. A, B, A. for the Larry Birds. These two Larrys are the same card. And this Larry Bird is a tiny downgrade. Larry's good though. Larry is good. OG Anunoby. B tier, but he's a good B tier. OG Anunoby's good. His shooting's good. His release, again, obviously good. Like, if his shooting's good, his release is going to be good. His ball handling is pretty decent for a big, or sorry, not for a big, for a wing. And that's really what he is. He's a wing. Like, I would not play him a power forward. He's a little bit small. He feels a little bit small for the power forward position. But if you're running him at small forward, he's good. And like, even that glitch card, if you really wanted to run it, you could still probably run him. Like, no question about that. I think if you still wanted to run glitched OG Anunoby, you could probably get away with it. So for that reason, he's gonna go B tier. O'Shea Brissett. I mean, he's gonna go C tier because he's a little bit undersized, but O'Shea Brissett is like a 6'7" power forward Steph Curry. He's not actually bad at all. I actually do really like that card. Siakam's gonna go B. It's disappointing. Like, Siakam was so good last year. Like, Siakam was actually so good last year. And this year, Siakam came out really just too late to be good. Even though he actually came out later. I say that, and he came out later in 2K20 than he did in 2K21. But I don't know. Siakam was really good last year. I don't know what it was. He was just chicken. At base 75 was so chicken last year. He could tween. He had the Pro 2 tween. He had a really good behind the back as well. He did not have the normal 2 as far as I'm aware. His other card had the normal 2. So basically his pink diamond had the normal 2 behind the back. His opal had the Pro 2 between the legs. But that card was so good in 20. And anyone who played 2K20 just knows how good Pascal Siakam was in that game. Like, he was easily a top 10 power forward in the game. And I remember my last tier list with Ty, I'm pretty sure he was arguing him in S tier. Millsap, I hate you with a passion. Get into D tier. This guy sold me so much. Was he bad? No. He was fantastic. In April for a free card, he was fantastic. But you better believe he sold me too many times. Rocco. Rocco's C tier. Rocco C tier. He's on the same kind of tier as Pokashevsky. Rudy's the same tier as Kyle Kuzma. Any of these guys in C tier are still more than usable right now. They really are. Rui Hachimura. I got B tier, but I locked him in. I didn't like him. He's like a worse version of the Kuzma. But again, that release isn't horrendous. Like, it really isn't. It's an okay release. It's not like, it's definitely better on next gen than it is on current gen. I will say that much. On current gen, I would not really want to use a good old base 55. That is not a release I'd want to use on current gen, but at the end of the day, it's not terrible on next gen. So he's going in there. Kemp's going D tier. Actually, no, he's going E tier. Kemp sucks. I'm sorry, Kemp absolutely sucks. I don't know what it is about Sean Kemp, but they made him really bad. One thing is that they did give him the normal 2 side to side. He's like he's the only like good dribbler that has normal 2 side to side, which is the best in the game on next gen. So that is one thing. That is one good thing about Sean Kemp. But at the end of the day, is he a good card? 1 word, 2 letters, no. So next we have got Thaddeus Young. Thad Young is a solid player. Again, he's got Wade base, which is way better on current gen than it is on next gen. So Thad Young it's a tough one because I don't mind Thad Young on... I've used him on both gens. He's actually really good on current, so I'm going to go B tier. I don't mind him on XP, he's not great. Thon's going A tier, but he's good. Like, he's been one of... He's not going to win the longevity award, but like, dude came out the start of May. He's up there. Like, Thon Maker, small forward, is right up there for the longevity award. Like, the longevity award this year is probably gonna be Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard, Danny Ferry, and Thon Maker has to be up there. He has to be up there with that for that award. They will be my nominations. And Diamond Draymond as an honorable mention. Because Diamond Draymond was God. For the longest time, Diamond Draymond was absolutely God. So next we have got Thurl. I don't like Thurl's release. Thurl's going C tier just because I hate that upper. We've got Duncan's. I'm putting Duncan's in D tier. Even though he's an invincible card, I don't like Tim Duncan. That release on very quick feels like it's on normal timing. I know a lot of people did like Duncan at the start of the year. Like his diamond card was actually really, really nice. I remember that was the one time 2K hit me up being like, can you make like a promotion video on this diamond card? Good times before they began to hate me. Those were good times. But yeah, his diamond was great for his time. This card, however, was not even great the day he came out. Tobias Harris. Base 7, he's pretty good. I'll go C tier. He's alright. Tony Kukoc. B, A, potentially S. Kukoc is just better Juan Howard. Like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go. Screw it. I'm gonna go Kukoc. I'm gonna go AS for Kukoc. Because Kukoc is a beast. And Zion B. He's fantastic. He's just a little bit too small. So yeah, that is it, lads. That is my power forward tier list for the year. I'm gonna bring in one more into S tier because there's only 4 players because 2 of them are Danny Ferry. I'm gonna bring in Thon. Move Thon up to S tier. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.